Let's go crypto investing. And you can see here we're taking a look at the dollar, as we've been doing a really good job with the dollar connection to Bitcoin over the past several months. And you can see we did bounce beautifully. We had that initial support dollar when it came down and it hit. Then we had our our local high at 105, just above 105. And then it hit our lower resistance, our lower support again on the dollar, the blue fib circle, right? And then we had this little consolidation in white that's broken up. Now what we're going to watch out for is this a double top, a regional double top, and it starts to trade back down again, right? Up here, is it going to come up here to a regional double top at about 105? See where it's at now, it's bulling it up? Or is it going to break that and continue up higher and make it run at the 110, right? That would be a big problem for cryptos and the stock market. So we're watching this today to see how it closes. And then if you look at what happened to the stock market yesterday, stock market got hammered 638 points, right? The NASDAQ even overnight, but it was down about 300 points yesterday because the dollar was rising. And you can see the individual stocks didn't do very good yesterday, but they didn't get crushed. So that's something to note, right? So if we go into the cryptos, you can see Bitcoin right now started off a little low, and now it's starting to trade back up. But you can see it's doing the exact opposite of the dollar, right? The dollar started consolidating a couple weeks ago down in here, and Bitcoin came up, but it's been consolidating now. And you see Bitcoin still in this white support zone, right, which is sort of a no-trade zone with the volume indicator. You can see the volume indicator right there, the major volume. So what I would watch out for today is if you come back up to this upper white resistance down, does it break up and make a run at the 30,938, or is it going to finally come back down where I think our next move is to 29,095? And then we would have to watch for a potential swing trade bottom that we hit a few weeks ago on that massive dump, right, when we had some capitulation and some coins go bankrupt, like Luna. And I warned against Luna, right? So that's what we're watching out for in Bitcoin. When you come up to the upper resistance at 30,287, that's a resistance zone, and then your support zone is down here at $29,111, right? And if you break that, problem. But I warned you about the Luna. I said don't buy this coin. Yeah, it got up to about $10 in about 2 days after the pump started, but I told you what would happen with this. The Lunar, or Daquan, whatever that fucking scumbag charlatan's name is, I told you this was a charlatan coin, which it should have been known. You see, it got up to $11. Some asshole bought this at $11. This thing came from the former Luna Classic. It's now bankrupt, and I told you this was another charlatan coin, and this coin's going probably pretty close to 0.2 in the long term, right? And you can see our current price now is down 75% from its high and 82% from its low. I warned against buying this coin. You've had very little room to make any kind of money. You had one little run to try to play a potential pump right there, and that's really the only chance you had at making money, unless you were minute trading, right, which is very difficult. So I advised against buying that, and if anybody took that trade, shame on you for getting into there, and now you're getting fleece heisted and shysted by Daquan and Luna again, right? That's what we try to avoid here at Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing. You don't want to get fleece heisted and shysted by these charlatans, right? And that's what I'm here for as your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates right here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency film. So that's what we're looking at there. And now you can see the moving averages. This is another critical thing when you're trying to trade, as I know I'm about to get a phone call because I'm late for work. But you see the 200-day constricting and leveling out. The 50 and the 100 and the red and blue have straightened out, and now you're being squeezed. So that tells you there's about to be a massive move, either to the upside or to the downside in XRP. That's how this works when these moving averages constrict and tighten up. You're going to have a big move, right? A big-time move coming. And if it pumps to the upside, you're looking at 45 cents. If it dumps to the downside, you're looking at 36 cents because those moving averages are squeezed and constricting the price, and this is about to have a big move. So if you're trying to play a bounce up, you want to see a nice local volume spike with follow-through, right, in the immediate time frames following, and get above and close above that 200-day. If you get some volume on conversely on the other side, you're going to trade down to 37 cents, and then that would probably trade you down to 33 cents. It's a wide range but you're going to have a big move here coming, and we're going to keep an eye on that. As I'm thinking, and I think and I feel as the next major move in the cryptos is at least regionally in the short term to the downside, and then there might be a brief pump next week as the Fed talks, and everyone expects the Fed to raise interest rates 50 basis points. And when they raise interest rates 50 basis points, the market might have a relief rally, depending on how the Fed articulates itself during its press conference, based on if they only raise it 50 basis points. We got inflation numbers coming out today. If they're subtly lower than they were last month, the Fed might say inflation's starting to get under control, and that might put some momentum and some hype and some confidence back into the market for another regional pump. So we're going to watch out for that, as you could have a pump next week leading up into the Fed talking and raising interest rates, right? Look at that. These other charlatans are all late. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.